in order to make this future learning?
Well, yes. I'd like to begin with a small story. There was once a king who was gifted with two falcons. I think you are aware of these birds, very majestic birds, falcons, by his friend in Arabia. These two falcons were very fondly taken care of by the king. In fact, he gave these falcons to the best of the breeders and said, these are fondly mine, and you got to ensure that very soon they soar majestically in our kingdom. And it so happened that months passed. There was one falcon that started soaring majestically, but the other one would not move an inch. All right? The king became very concerned. How come? So he called for the best doctors, healers, and he wanted them to understand why this falcon was not moving while the other was soaring very, very high. And it so happened that the healers and doctors could do nothing about it. He became very depressed and he said, fine, I think we need to get somebody from the environment, from that countryside, somebody who knows about, what these falcons are like and how, we could get them to soar, what actually could be the problem. So he said, call for a farmer. Then the farmer came in and he did whatever best he could and he left. The next morning, it was such a regal sight that the king could see both the falcons soaring majestically. And then the king was so pleasantly surprised, he was so excited like a kid, and he said, go and get that farmer. I want to know how he managed to do this miracle. The farmer was called for, and the farmer was asked, what is it that you did that so many experts could not do? And he said, Your Majesty, I just cut off the branch. I just cut off the branch, I didn't do much. So, I think this COVID has cut off the branch on which all the teachers nestled comfortably following traditional and conventional teaching methods. Do you agree with me, ladies and gentlemen? All of a sudden we were forced to, get into this technology-aided lessons. Initially, we were not very much ready, but by and by when we knew COVID is not going to leave us for quite a few months, we had to survive, and the survival was to learn. So I think, today, if you look at the world around, much before a toddler takes on a textbook or a notebook, he is taking on a gadget. Children are becoming so adapted to gadgets, they tend to become so immersive in learning through technology that we as educators must adapt as well. If we want to teach this generation, I think we have to upskill ourselves and ensure that we unlearn and relearn to keep pace with their learning style. We are all aware that there are many, many, many learning styles. And while some learning styles suit some, I think one learning style suits all, and that is technology-aided teaching and learning style. Do you agree, ladies and gentlemen? So I think, for us to survive today, unless we upskill ourselves, we will not be able to. And the teachers started exploring the marvels of technology. Today, it is such a wonder that we see teachers who never wanted to look at technology as an aid in the classrooms. They're using it so seamlessly, integrating it with all their lessons, their pedagogy, and children are learning much better through this technology because that is how they find learning interesting and engaging. Well, the next most important question that we are all faced, is technology a threat? Definitely not. Will technology replace teachers? No. Technology will not replace teachers, but teachers who know technology will replace teachers who do not know technology. But before I wind up this, let me tell you, teachers and technology are inseparable, just like that of a flower and its fragrance. Thank you very much.